Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike Milo. I'm going to show you quickly, in under 5 minutes, how to put together a little head rig for Animate. So I got to work quick. Here we go. I'm going to set another layer. I've got this layer is locked now. I'm going to draw different parts of his head to get that feeling, to start this head clip. Alright, so first thing I really need is a skull. For me, it's nice and easy. Just a circle. That's all I really need. And then I'm going to lock that. I'm not going to worry about it anymore for a bit. Create another layer. I'm going to do an eye. And I'm not even going to create a second eye. I'm just going to do one. And then I can duplicate it anyway. Alright, so now I've got that, lock that one. Create another layer. Here's his ear. And maybe something a little. There we go. Use that ear for the other side too. Alright, so now the mouth. Well, let's do the hair first. So, because it doesn't matter what order you do it in. You can always move them. But, alright, there's the mane, hair part of the mane, whatever you'd call it. Let's do the neck. Alright, there's the neck. Let's do, we'll do his back mane? I don't even know what you call it. This back mane in the back. Alright, it doesn't matter that they're overlapping each other right now. I'm going to do it the right way afterwards and organize where they all go. Alright, so now we got to do the mouth. Mouth is a little more complicated, but we can do it. There we go. And this part here, and do his teeth. And his lower lip. And there. Alright, oh, and then the last thing I need is an eyebrow. Alright, so here we go. Now we've got everything we need to make a character. First things first, let me color him really quick. Orange. Palomino color. Alright, now hold on. Change the close gaps. Oh, you know what? That's, I can't do it that way. Paint behind, and I'll seal off this. Oh, wait, is it not paint behind? Oh, I have to be on the layer. Duh. Alright, there we go. There we go. And I know that that's going to be above. It'll be above the hair in a bit. Alright, so why can I not? Oh, you know why? Because I locked some of these. There. Oh, I didn't unlock that one. There we go. Alright. One eye. Oh, no, hold on. There. Alright, and then how do I do this? Alright, so I'm going to go through for each one of these. I'm going to hide that really quick. That was the other layer, the rough layer. Alright, so I'm going to take the head. I'm going to hit F8 on my keyboard, call it head, or skull. Skull, it should be skull. not head, because the whole thing is going to be a head. All right, then we'll go to whatever's next. Eye. Whatever's next after that. Ear. F8. Ear. Okay. F8. Main 1. Main 1, I guess. Neck. F8. Neck. Let's see what's next. That would be main 2, I guess. MANE2. And mouth. Mouth, MOUTH. Mouth. And brow. EROW. Okay. So now I got all the layers and everything that I need. I don't really know which each one is called, so watch this. I'm just going to drag select all of them, right click, and I'm going to say distribute to layers. And now, if you notice, I have a bunch of empty layers, but I also have all of my layers are called what they need to be called. So now I can go back and I can figure out which one goes above each one. Well, that one definitely goes in front of that. The ear's got to be up at the top. The main 1 is probably beneath the ear. There you go. And then main 2 is going to have to be behind the neck. All right, there. That's awesome. All right. Oh, and then I'll duplicate the other eye. Yeah, I did that by holding down Option Command. And then I can distribute that one to its own layer as well. And then now I've got 2 eyes. 2 eye layers. Alright, so now what's great about this is, the neck's got to be behind the skull. There we go. Alright, so now let me color this really quick. Wait, I need my... So I've made each one of these into clips. So they're all graphic symbols. So I can double click inside them and finish off what I was doing. And somehow I didn't get the color I wanted. Oh. I still have that bug. A bug that won't go away. And it keeps on preventing me from selecting colors in a symbol. Man, I don't think you guys really care about that. Alright, so now here's... Oh wait, whoops. Because it's painting beneath. Alright, so there we go. What color should his nostrils be? I guess they're darker. Just darker, same color, right? Yeah. Alright. Whoops. And I need a little pink for his gums. And I also need the white for his teeth, obviously. Alright, so now I've basically got the character's head there. Wait, what's that? Oh, the mane. Oh, the mane was the mane behind? Oh, they did that. It's not. Alright, there. Alright, so now let's make the brown real quick. There. Oh, and I need pink again for there. Alright. Oh, and I guess I want to duplicate the ear. Put that in the very back. And there we go. Alright. So now I'll double click inside the eye. And I set up eyes a certain way. I take the white out of the eye cut it out, and then I put it below in place, and then I'll lock that, and then this is the overlay, and oh, and then I need one more for a pupil. Pupil. Alright. And there you go, look at that. Ah, he's finally alive. Do a little, wait, there we go. Ah, see? There, that's better. Alright, so that's nice and easy. Next thing I'm gonna do. Oh wow, it's 10 minutes already. Alright, well, I might as well finish what I was doing. Alright, so there's the pupil, there's the overlay, and then I'll just duplicate this and let's start to add a little bit of an eyelid. And then I'll add a little more of an eyelid. Yeah, I screwed that up. I'm going to go back to this original one. There. There we go. And then one more. Again, I'll delete that. Copy this. Command C. Paste. Shift Command V will paste in place, and then I've got an entire eye now. Now see, now he's gonna blink. So now what I need to do, let me block that, and I want this color. This color. Go back to the eye. And I actually want it to be a little darker. And just fill these in. Alright, so now I've got a blink. Alright, so now, the nice thing about putting them in symbols is you'll see that they just move. They just animate on their own. And then what you can do is go into the looping options. If you go to your properties tab, I can go through them and say I don't want them to loop. I want them to be a single frame. And then I have to do the same thing with the other one. Single frame. And then maybe about frame 6, I actually use the frame picker. And I'll say I want him to close his eye, so I'm just going to go and pick each one of them, and you'll see it actually creates a keyframe where it needs to be, and it allows you to rapidly add a blink. So now we'll hold that blink for a couple of frames and pop it back open. Well, maybe we'll do like a little slow out. There you go. Alright, so what's cool about this is that now that I've got all this stuff figured out, what I can do is, I can hide that, but what I can do is I can copy all of these symbols, and I don't have them all though. And I use this little plugin that you can just install instantly called, it's not here, Flash Whip. So watch what happens when I use Flash Whip. I'm going to call this head. And what it's going to do is it's going to take everything and you'll see, it doesn't crash. There. So now what I've got is I've got this entire character inside a symbol, and I don't really need his body, so you know what I can do? I can hide it. If I make it a guide, it will no longer be seen. See? So what's nice about this is that I can animate this character and I can squash and stretch him as well. But he's still moving. See how his head is, or see how his eyes still rotate. So I can have him start to turn his head or move his head ever so slightly. He's going to tilt his head forward. See? Obviously, I could go a little further with that. But anyway, it's my... Let's see, so I can even squash him down just a hair. Squash. There. So, anyway, that's how I would do a head. And the nice thing about it is that I can resize it. I can move it wherever I want, but the animation still stays. Oh, well, actually it's not staying because it also is, now I animated outside it because I moved the head. But the head is... So then what I would do is I would put this head inside, and once I figured out where I want it and the size of it and everything, then I could move the body parts and manipulate the character. And so what I would do is, as you do all these steps, I would go inside the mouth now, and I'd start adding in other frames of the mouth where I want him to open his mouth or, you know, to talk. So I think I have the right. Let's see, this looks like maybe it's a 7. And let's oops. So I'll just trace this mouth, and then once I've done that, it will, you can use it to make the character talk, which is kind of cool. There. Wait, oh, hold on. Need that. And there. So now all I gotta do is color this in, and I just keep on adding different mouth poses, and you pretty much have a head rig. Let's see, I'm gonna paint behind, and fill that in. I think the line is the wrong size. Oops. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine actually. There. So yeah, so now that I've got that, I could continue and give all the mouth poses, and you'll see that now he's going to constantly talk, but open his mouth because this symbol is on loop. If I change it to single frame, it will not do that, and it will only change when I actually say I want it to change. So I can say, I use my frame picker and say, all right, on this frame he's going to open his mouth. Obviously, I could go through this whole thing, and I could make it be, uh-oh, connection lost. Oh no. I could add every single in-between that I want to get some detailed mouth poses and whatnot, but I think you get the idea what you can do with it. Oh. So, there you have it. There's my rig. I definitely did not do it in 5 minutes. I don't know. Not sure I can do something in 5 minutes. Alright, so anyway, that's my head rig. And, well, seeing that I already went so far over, I might as well finish the rest of that mouth poses, right? Why not? Alright, so I'm going to grab my onion skin so that I can see. Maybe I'll make this just a little bigger. And I will in between these two so that it doesn't just pop open. You want his mouth to open gradually, so if I add a couple of in-betweens between the two drawings, it'll open slowly, and then I can tell the timeline to show me all three drawings, and then that way it will it'll in between and it won't pop. Oop. So much for that 5 minutes. Idiot. Alright, so see, I'm in between this. And, nope, it's definitely too big there. There. Alright, so now you'll see that it's starting to open. So, alright, let's do one more. We'll do, I think I'll do the ooh mouth first. And then I'll do an in-between between that. There we go. Gotta make the line pivot from the same place. I don't know if I like that. Maybe you should. I want to leave the mouth there, the line, because if I don't leave the mouth there, if I don't leave that there, then it's going to pop and it'll just disappear, and you don't really want that. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. Alright. So now I got that one. So now I'll move this out of the way and hit F7, which will create an empty keyframe. There. Alright, now I'm going to turn down my onion skin, make it a little smaller. And let's see, I'll do an in-between between these two. And like that. Seems about right. And so what I'm doing is I'm just drawing between the two drawings. So it's a direct in-between. In-between is just a drawing in between other drawings. Kind of figured you guys would get that, but if not, now you do. You're welcome. Oh, actually, you're up there. Up there. So, you're welcome. All right. All right, so we're almost there. There we go. Alright, I think we're good for now. So now if you see it starts to move and animate. Alright, so first thing I want to do, I have to seal up this mouth here. I'm going to draw paint behind again. And close that one. Close that one. And close this one. Alright, and then I'll just go fill them all in. There. Looks like I screwed that up. Oh, it's because. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, I see why. It's because I'm thinking that it's the whites of his teeth, isn't it? Oh, I see. I forgot a line. See? That's better. Make this white. Now his teeth. Whoa. Not that color. There we go. There we go. Whoops. Whoops. Alright. And tongue. Just make the same color because it's easier. Mouth is like, whoa. Why did it do that? That was weird. Alright. Then, all I gotta do is nostrils. They must look like eyes. Got old nostril eyes. Old nostril eyes coming to hang out today. How you doing, nostril eyes? Alright, so there we go. So now you can kind of see how it would work. So once you start building these things, I can keep going and I could build more and give my character a lot of facial poses. You've already got the mouth poses. And you could do the same thing with the neck. If you wanted the neck to be able to bend, you might animate the neck bending slightly or a lot, depending upon what you're trying to do. Make normal again. So see, I could do this. And then I could in between this, and then that way I could also make him bend his neck if I want. And of course you probably do want, simply because it's a lot of work to set all this stuff up. You don't want it to look like crap. So the animation should move nice and fluidly. And so there you go. Let's do one more. F5 will add another frame, but not a keyframe, and then F7 will give me a blank. And then I'll just do this. So I mean, you can do this with every single clip if you, for some reason, wanted his main to move and animate. You can do that with that. You could animate his main. Okay, I'm really getting tired of this bug. How about we do this? Add the swatch. There we go. Now I don't have to do that anymore. And I will just quickly fill in all of these other neck frames. Oops. And now, see, his neck will move too. And then I can manipulate the head to move with the neck for when I want it. So I can say, and I probably would not keep this neck. Yeah, Yeah, I wonder. Maybe I might keep the neck out on the main timeline. And then that way I could animate the head moving with the neck. So let's do that. Let's cut these two out. Delete it. We go back out on the main timeline and add in. They're the wrong size, but I can fix that very quickly. See, and now they're on the main timeline as well. I think one thing you'd have to do if you're going to do this, though, it seems like really the main should be part of the neck. So maybe I want to do that. I don't want to get rid of this. And add another layer below it. And just put the main where I want it on the first frame. And then I just animate it as it moves. See? Yeah. And then I'll just keep doing that. One of the reasons that you make, when you design a character, that you make the main be a certain amount of points, you know, like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it makes it easier to follow them every frame. And yeah, it's definitely better. Alright, yeah, see, look at that. Now we just color them in, I think. Oh, ha! And now merge them. Merge layers. And then now it'll be easier. It should be. Oh, what happened? I just merged them. I didn't want them to. Alright. Well, anyway, what happened there is that they became, I forget what you call it. They became, what do they call it? Object drawings, which I hate. I don't really understand. I mean, I know why they exist, but I don't like them at all. I'm sure somebody will tell me why it's so much cooler, but oh. I guess no. Command B will break those. Or wait. There we go. Boy, I'm having trouble. Alright. So there you go. So now I've got a neck in there, and if I want to move his head, what I would do is I would put this on a single frame. Then let's say on frame 10, when he starts to blink, I want him to start moving his head. So I'm gonna use the frame picker. Wait, why isn't the frame picker working? I don't know. Alright, so there's 2, then I'll go 1 more frame, 3, 1 more frame, 4, 1 more frame, 5. And then I'll move the head with it by moving it slightly. I'm going to pivot here so it's a little easier. There you go, and 1 more. So see now he's moving down. Yeah, that mane looks like crap, but maybe it needs to go a little further. Anyway, you kind of see what you would do with it. Might help if I squash them down slightly. Yeah, see, now that looks a hell of a lot better. But see, this is why you would create this thing. So you go, it's funny. Anyway, that's it. That's how I would do this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see something else, let me know, and I will try and do it for you. If you liked this, subscribe to me and say something in the comments that you liked it. All right, cool. Take care, guys. Bye.